It has been 2 months since I have posted a Phoenix Straw Pie 2.0 video. I'm sorry about that, but life kind of happened. I live somewhere else now, and this episode, I guess, is just going to be kind of an update. Not so much showing you the progress, just updating on what I have done and kind of what I have planned, because I decided to completely change all of my plans for this. So first thing here, I have like a little board started of things that I need to write down so I don't forget to do them. And the entrance hall is pretty much the same, except that... Oh wait, okay, for those who haven't been keeping up, I guess I probably should explain or just show the outside really quick. So, the outside of the building looks like this. It is super grand and I absolutely love it. I did this little like pathway thing here. I'm not sure if this light pole is going to stay, but the shape, it's very laggy today, so you have to excuse that. But this pathway here will probably stay, and I still have to work on this, but I wanted to move on to the inside. So this is the outside, and then so you can see this like hallway is got a little arch, and then it joins in this main lounge, I guess that's what it's going to be, or like an entrance lounge. But this side is a little bit different. So it looked like this before for the half mile version, but I wanted there to be a walkway here to get to this hallway, because I didn't want to have to come all the way. You don't want the students to have to walk through here and then walk all the way over here and then turn just to get to this area, when you could just make a pathway here. So I did this. I kind of did like a little vote on my Discord to see if we liked it better in these different versions, and I think I decided that I'm gonna go with this arch. So after we have that done, we come through here, and I started kind of planning out how I wanted things to be. Here's that other courtyard that's identical on the other side. And I have some signage going because I'm not ready to actually build it. I'm just making a floor plan for now. So this part over here is going to be classrooms on the first floor, and I don't know what's going to happen at the end. Previously, I had this whole like study lounge kind of with special rooms you could rent to study with a group, and I decided I don't like that anymore. So this red block means get rid of it and figure out something else. So then this side of the hallway, since the principal's office was originally up here anyway on this side of the building, and the front entrance and office people will be here, I wanted this side of the building for this hallway to be the offices, at least for the first floor, I mean. So this first room here is going to be the principal's office, and as the sign says, I wanted there to be like no doors on the entrance, not just because it's diagonal and you can't put a singular door or even like a double. You can't even put doors here just because of the fact that it's built diagonally. So I decided just to leave the door entrance kind of open, and that way it's kind of like a trust policy between students and students and staff. So it's like the teachers can't be doing anything wrong, and then the teachers can also keep an eye on the students at the same time. So like you're walking in class and you're standing over here, you can't do anything wrong because the principal's office window is literally right here. But at the same time, the principal can't be in here like slacking off or something weird going on between a principal and a student. Like you can't do that. Principal can't do that because the students could just peek in and like see what's going on. So, but you also want there to be privacy between like a student and a principal if they have to have a meeting about behavior or something. So you have the ability for the principal, the desk will be here. He has this extra room, but so we don't have any weird things going on. There is this stained glass window, and it's the more foggy looking one like the rest of the outside of the school, so that's perfect. They can see in to have accountability, but they can't really see what's going on, and they can't hear any of the conversations. So that's like the privacy part, but also not too private, you know what I mean? But then we also have to have like a counselor's office, and someone did mention to me vice principal, but I didn't think about that until after. I didn't read that until after I already did this layout. So I have to reconfigure it to get a vice principal in there. Or I might just make this room the vice principal room. Actually, that's probably better. But I had it as counselor, so I'm just going to explain it like it's a counselor's office. So it's in the same main office as the principal, but they have their own door to go in, and then this is going to be like the seating area where you could talk, and then this is the main work desk, and again, accountability window. Then on the other side, I guess I don't really need to use the door because there is no walls. Again, open entrance, and this is the teacher's lounge. It is kind of huge, but that's good. So this wall, we have like storage for coats and lockers for personal items, and then the kitchen. That door is the bathroom, and then this whole open area will be seating. And then I also wanted there to be like, I didn't know what to call it, so I wrote down high tops, but like maybe if I can figure out how to make like a high seating, like the tall tables with the taller chairs, that would be cool, but I don't know how to do that yet. And then these are individual spaces, because sometimes teachers have mental breakdowns too. So you want to be able to have a space where you can just kind of sit in here and cry or contemplate your life choices. But again, it's diagonal, so you can't put doors, but you don't really want doors either, because even though you want like a little bit of private space, which is what the walls are for, you don't want to give adults access to just being alone, because no one's trustworthy and you can't trust people. So you want to make sure that there's accountability going on. This is like a little seating area. There's going to be a fireplace, some more seating, and some books on both sides. And then this is going to be kind of like the same thing but without a fireplace. So like some books and some seating for like a group conversation or something. So kind of like they get their own library in a way. And then over here, that's a hole in the floor. I haven't decided what to do with this space yet. It's got a lot of potential, but I have to kind of figure out what's going to go on underneath first, so I know if the underneath is going to cut in, because I wanted to open this up and make this 2 stories, but like the middle is open space and there's like a fountain, but then that's also kind of crazy, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. This setup here I really like, but I don't want it on this floor anymore, because this... Okay, well, how about this? This floor is going to be the swimming pool. And then this floor is going to be the library. But the library is going to be 2 stories. So it'd be this floor and the next floor. And then there is a top floor that I think I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put this on. This layout here on the top floor. And make that like student council. And maybe like club rooms that you can rent. Like these could be the club rooms or something. Yes, that's actually a genius idea. I should do that. So that is that, and then what we have to move on to is the most important part of the video. It is the update on making the auditorium. So I did explain before, these windows here, where's my zoom in? Right here and over here, underneath or like behind the stairs was going to be where the auditorium is going to be. So like underneath the school basically, because there's nowhere else to put it unless I make this bigger, and then that's just too big. So I kind of redid the entrance a little bit to fit these windows in, and then if we actually ignore that, that's not supposed to be like that. If we go inside and we go into one of these holes here, that one's no longer available. That one's no longer available. How do I get down there? I didn't ever make a spot for it yet, so give me 1 second. Okay, over here. If we go into this hole, I will show you the auditorium that I almost finished. There's no floor here just yet, but there will be. In fact, let me just... Okay, there's a floor now. So if we go up these stairs, we enter the top balcony portion. And we have those windows that lead to the outside where the front porch was. And here is the reference photo that I went by from the actual school that this is based off of in the IRL world, the real world. Because there is no auditorium in Phoenix Drop High, so I can't use that as a comparison. So I'm using the real school that Phoenix Drop High was based off of. So this is like the balcony part. And here it is from further away. I haven't figured out how to make a way to get down there without, flying. So there's supposed to be like a door here, and the stairs over there will like lead down, and we'll figure all that out. But here is this other picture, and here is my version of it. I still need to put the decor up here to make like these designs. But yeah, so the dark floor, and each section that you can kind of see in some pictures, there's like a different color where all the seats are. And so I tried to emulate that, but I also wanted to keep it very Phoenix Drop High. So all of the walls are that same color that's used throughout Phoenix Drop High, and these color of pillars to kind of make the walls not look so boring. And then here's the stage. Not done with that yet. That's kind of the last thing I need to finish up. But it is huge. It's obviously bigger than the IRL school, but the school is huge, so you need a lot of space for a lot of students. And then there's these corner pieces that you can go into, and I'm not sure what that's for, to be honest, because I never did theater, and I'm not very well versed in it, so I'm not sure what this is for. My high school that I grew up in had these corner pieces with a door that you could go into. I'm assuming it's like spiral stairs, or stairs that goes up to, is it called the rafters? I'm not sure. Like, or the rafters where you go up here, and this is where like the lighting and stuff is. I think that's what that's for. That's what I'm gonna make it for. So yes, so this is auditorium. I love this view right here. And I decided to go with a different ceiling than the picture, because if I try to do it like that warm tan color, it kind of looks ridiculous. So I decided to do, I forgot to delete these. These aren't supposed to be here. Okay, yes, there we go. That's much better. So I decided to copy like the quartz from the gym for Phoenix Drop High for the top of the ceiling, because it looks so bright and happy in there, and it's got the same color of floor as this auditorium. And then I decided to do these bars from the lunchroom. I'm thinking about making these like the white concrete like the gym, and just copying the whole gym ceiling, because it would make it feel like brighter. But this also kind of looks more theatery and mechanical, industrial almost, kind of like auditoriums look from my point of view. So I'll probably do a vote on my Discord again and my YouTube community posts, so we can see if we like these what are the sections in this darker color like the lunchroom, or if I should change it to the white like the gym. And that is it, I think, to show for progress. So now basically what I just need to do is this back part of the, what is this stage? I keep forgetting what it's called. So we have this, and this wood is kind of acting as the curtain, because it is a kind of similar color to the floor, so that's the closest I could get. And I just thought it matched because it's wood, but now I'm wondering if I should actually do, was it this block instead for the curtainy part? Or is that too, like, ugh? Because it's kind of giving ugh to me. Like, that does not look that good. But it is realistic, because that's, like... Should we just do bright red, like the theater room from Phoenix Drop High? Which won't be there anymore, obviously, because there's this whole auditorium now, but... Maybe we should do red instead. I know it's going to be really bright and in your face, though. Maybe I need the dull, like, concrete and stuff. Oh, yeah, that's really bright. That's not gonna work. That's not, no. Yes, that's much fancier. Oh, wait, no. No, okay. So, sorry, we're gonna have to do purple, because that's the school colors, right? And because the rest of the room's got that, like, gold vibe, where is there not purple? Oh, that's the purple wool. So we'll have to do purple. Oh, that's gonna be so bright, though. Because this is like the gold, and the Phoenix Drop High colors are like gold and purple. So I feel like it would only make sense to do purple for the curtain. But is that overkill? Is that taking it too far? Because there's already going to be Phoenix Drop High banners around, or at least the colors that they match or whatever. Okay, here it is with the two different colors. I really feel like I'm vibing with the purple, but it is really freaking bright. Does that look ruffly? I feel like that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I kind of like this. This isn't too bad. Let's do... Okay, and then we gotta do the curtain behind. That literally looks so ridiculous. What is my problem? What is the problem here? Alright, how does that look? This place is so cool. I just love this auditorium. This is so cute. I love this. I want to go up there and do a stage play. So the whole entire back area is kind of like the darker stuff. That's probably plenty, I would think. I don't feel like we need much more than that. That would be kind of crazy. So we're going to set this to that wood color. And then I'm going to set this whole back wall to black. I just did the same thing as the floor here because it'll look darker up there like it's a different material. This is kind of too big, isn't it? This is like huge. We could do the bright shiny quartz. It would make it so like shiny and happy back here. But I just don't know if that's probably the answer. So let's do this black again. What if I make this wall this pink color that we have been this whole time? I think the stage is also too big. I think that part of that needs to be the backstage area. It is too big. It certainly is. There, that is much better. And then the backstage area will be over there. Okay, so that is going to be it for this episode. It was just supposed to be like an update thing to kind of show what I have done, what the plans are, how much is happening, at what pace. All of this lag is driving me insane. And yeah, so that is that. The stage is going to have a lot more work for the back area there. And the next probably 3-ish episodes are going to be very big jumps in progress. And I will try to post some more behind the scenes stuff. Oh yeah, Starlight is not even happening right now. So I just really need to focus on getting the school done first before I do Starlight. So no, it will not be out before Season 7 of My Street gets released for AFMAU's channel. It won't. I wanted Starlight done before that comes out, but it won't happen, and it's not going to happen for a few months, so it is currently on hold, so my brain can handle things better. Just can't do those two huge projects at once. It'll just make both of them take forever, so this one is the main project for now. Especially since there's people who are wanting to use it for their stories and role plays and stuff. So, and please, if you see anything in here or in the entire school and you just like it's super ugly, you hate it or something, leave a comment. I love suggestions. I'd love to know like what you think, especially about what to do with this area behind me. And color choices is always a big good input to have, and I will take that feedback and see what to do with it. Yes. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Goodbye.